Hey guys, it's PMHK here obviously, and today we're going to be making just basic comparisons between the iPad Pro. This is the 2018 iPad Pro, the latest iPad Pro 11-inch and the 12.9-inch. These are basic size comparisons so you guys can have an idea of how big they are so that you can make a better buying decision when you go out there and buy the actual device. Now, we're not going to be really looking at specs in this video, but just baseline is that these guys will basically perform the same. The only difference that you guys actually might just find is the size difference, and if you decide that you're going to get Wi-Fi cellular or just Wi-Fi. Now, these are both Wi-Fi. The 11-inch is a 256 gig and the 12.9-inch is a 64 gig, which is the one that I'm currently using, and it actually really doesn't affect the fact that is a 64 gig because most of the things that I use are either set to download offline, which doesn't really take much space, and I consume most of the other stuff straight online. So 12.9, and this one here is the 11-inch. So just for quick size comparison, as you guys can see, let me just put one on top of the other, and I'm actually hoping that I don't scratch the screen. So this is how they stack against each other. As you can see, there isn't actually much difference in terms of sizes, but just this little gap that you can actually see here in the side. So this is them against each other, 11 on top, and oops, that's actually an ad that I was watching on YouTube. So, and if I have to show you guys at the back, also they are packing similar cameras. The camera is similar actually to the camera on the iPhone XR. I actually mentioned that on my previous video, which you guys can go and check it out. So as you can see also from the back, they're actually not that far from each other, but obviously you are getting more screen on the iPad 12.9-inch than you are getting on the iPad 11-inch. The iPad 12.9-inch is pretty close to the 13-inch MacBook Pro in terms of sizes, and yeah, so this is the smaller version. Now I'm going to compare it with an A5 notepad that I have somewhere. Here we go. So this is a A5 notepad. So compared to the 11-inch, you can see this is just so you guys can have an idea, because most people can actually go and buy an A5 notepad and see how big it is. And also so yeah, this is how it would stack against the A5 notepad. So it's really not much bigger than an A5 notepad. This notepad is actually very dirty, and the iPad is actually getting a lot of smudges now. So now we're going to put the Note 5 notepad next to the bigger, this is the Sono app that is on. So next to the bigger one, as you can see, it actually kind of swallows it for you to have an idea that this guy is really quite big, which is actually good for media consumption. So if you are really big in consuming media on your iPad, the bigger version would be actually the most suitable for you guys. And also, when it comes to the smaller one, if you're actually going to be carrying it a lot around outside the house, I would say get a smaller one, because as you can see, I have big hands, but I can manage to hold it with one hand, which is actually a plus when it comes to portability and just moving it around outside. I'm actually comfortable with the bigger one because I hardly use it outside. It's mainly for use inside the house. Now let's compare it with a magazine, which is, I'm guessing, an A4 size. Now this is the Cosmopolitan magazine, the Influencer edition. I actually like this magazine because it just shows how the influencer market, or the YouTube market, or just social media market, social media platforms, how they are growing in Africa, South Africa to be specific. If these specific people, which is Jessica, I see Miklale is here, and Nadia Jafta is also here, if they manage to get into this magazine, just gives all of us hope that one day we will actually might make a cover of a magazine, and this is one of the reasons that I actually went out and I got a magazine, because I think it's been around 7 if not 5 years that I last got a magazine. Fun fact, actually the last magazine I got prior to this one was a videographer magazine when I was trying to get into YouTube. So I went and I bought a magazine to see if I can learn how to use a camera, and it actually didn't really work and didn't really help that much. I ended up using YouTube as my main source of learning how to use a camera and shooting videos. So that's a fun fact for you guys, which you guys can also use for your own projects. So this magazine, compared to the 12.9-inch iPad, as you can see, it's really occupies the whole screen, and only the bezels are actually left on the outside, which is actually not that much difference in terms of sizes. Now if I put the 11-inch on top, as you can see, it's basically an iPad sandwich, and yeah, that's just in size comparison. So now I guess you guys have an idea on how these guys stack against each other and what the size difference. Now the cases are also here on the side. I have the type case, which I made a video on it. This is the smart keyboard case from Apple. It's a folio case, which is actually, I love the way it actually fits on the iPad. As you can see, they don't have these bezels as this one here has. This one has bezels on the sides, so it can actually catch the iPad. This is a third-party case for the iPad 12.9-inch. It's a Pipito. I don't know if that I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a Pipito case. I'm guessing that's the brand. It says pipito.co.uk, not sponsored. That's the brand of this case. And as I was saying, this iPad, or as I said on the previous video, the iPads come with a magnet all around it, which helps catch the case itself, and it actually helps when it comes to just putting the case back to the iPad. Now this is the smart folio case. As you can see, also a really slim profile for you to keep your iPad on. And I actually recommended that instead of going for the original iPad folio case, you would go for the original smart keyboard iPad folio case. Now to put the next iPad inside its own case, this one, because it doesn't have magnets on it, they actually implemented this the corners here to be able to actually fit and grab the iPad properly. And always remember to put your devices in case button side first, and then you can put the other side first, so that you actually extend the life of your buttons, because if you keep on putting it on the button side, you might end up having buttons that fell out your device. And this is how I always put my devices out. So to put in the side, and there we go. Also a really slim profile when it comes to the case. As you can see, it doesn't really add that much bulk to the case itself, and both cases actually have the capability of you standing or make your iPads stand, as you guys probably have seen on other iPad videos that I have made. And I actually do not apologize that I'm making a lot of iPad videos. If you don't like iPad, you can always wait for the next video that is not on an iPad. So we can also put this guy on the side, and as well as this one can also stand. Now what's good about the Apple original case is that you can make it stand in a different configuration. You have the first one here, and then you have the second one, which is a little bit laid back. So yeah, and that's it. This is gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was of any help to you guys, or to whoever is looking to buy an iPad case, and you were not sure of which size to get. As a quick recap, if you consume a lot of media, obviously go with the bigger one. And also if you consume a lot of media inside the house, the bigger one. But if you're really not into much media consumption on your tablets, and you are always on the go, I'd advise to get the smaller size, which comes more handy because of its portability. So yeah, this is gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Obviously, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go and you subscribe to the channel as usual. If you like this video, if this video was of any help to any of you guys, make sure you give it a thumbs up, because it actually helps for other people to be able to find the video when they search for a video like this. And I guess I will catch you guys on my next video. Peace.